How you doing, pretty babies? Welcome in, everybody. Tap the screen, drop your daily heart me if you haven't already. Please say hello in the chat. Sorry, I had to reset. But it all feels old. It's a good life. What up, Kel? Anything else feels the same. School, you murder me like a jail cell, a penitentiary. Wanna be a jail, do the things you do, words you say. I don't ever wanna be you. Wanna be just like you. This is the anthem. Throw all your hands up. Wanna be you. Which university? Get a real job. That's what they said to me. Lola, come lay down. Let me give them some water. Chicken and okay. Whoa. Alexa, volume down, 3. Alexa, volume up, 1. Welcome in, everybody. Tap the screen, drop your daily heart me, say hello in the chat if you haven't already. Welcome back. I had to cool down. I had to go potty and put some water on my face and look into blood pressure medication because I get a little too worked up and I can feel my my heart racing. Alright, let's change these live roles. Updates. Edits. Around the downtown, sugar we're going down swinging. Come on, red line. Our next talking. Oh, excuse me. I see they came out with a bunch of new gifts, huh? I don't ever really look at these like that. What's a gold trophy? Okay, we'll confirm it. Let's pick something lower. What time is it? We'll do some Happy Fridays. How about that? Give update. Pin. There we go. Has been Marchman acted? Do you know? But we are going to talk about that. I do want to just have like a sort of closing with the James Niece, Barb's, Jeffrey situation, but I was waiting to let people get back in here. Hold on. Numerous friends or professionals to petition the court for involuntary assistance, stabilization, treatment, and someone with a severe. I'm screaming, Adrian. The Marchman Act is essentially it allows like family members, friends, healthcare professionals to petition the court to have somebody like evaluated. Yeah, in layman's terms. So, yeah. Complex, I can pull it. Oh dear. Jesus. Oh yes, I did. Thank you, Kylene. Is Kylene in here? For your donation on Venmo. Is Kylene here? Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a second. We're gonna talk about that. I just wanted to reset and get back on. And hello, Christian. The truth, why is my volume on? Thank you for the heart me's. Welcome in, everybody. Dude, I look so different without facial hair. I had to start over, man. I need to work on how about what are you doing, handsome? Yeah, I needed a fresh start. Alexa, volume down. Shit. Oh shit, sorry Lola. Wait, what did my Lotus girl say? My Lotus girl said, oh yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Yeah, as someone who has lived in an active addiction for a long time and is in recovery, as most of people that have followed me for a while know, I have a very soft spot for addiction and those who struggle with it.
So we are going to talk about that. For sure, James. I mean, Jenna. So I just want to put like a period in the conversation we were having before I had to reset with the James, Barb's, Jeffrey, that whole thing. I think it is disgusting what Jeffree Star does, and has continued to do over his time on social media. And I think that what he is doing, and it did do to James, and is continuing to try to do, spreading that narrative, is up there with some of the most egregious things that he's done. And the reason being is because James is probably the furthest from what they are trying to accuse him of. And not only that, he is literally the opposite of that. And when you watch someone, I'm not super active in James's lives. I'm not, I'm not super, in the chat. I actually a lot of times will watch from the outside, for no real reason. I always find myself watching from the outside. But I do go in and I I'm on the Heart Me journey, and I gift, occasionally. I think I'm more so look at him as like a beacon of like hope on this app. He's such a light in a really, really dark space, and in a dark world. He is an escape for me, and I think for a lot of people would agree with this. He is an escape from the dark and ugly of the world. He deserves everything that he gets as far as success and the community that he has. As far as whether it comes from, gifts, whether it comes from numbers, whether it comes from likes, views, whatever you want to, whatever it is. James works harder than any of y'all. And I mean any of y'all as in creators and live streamers. He's arguably the hardest working live streamer on this app. He pours more time, energy, and care and love into what he does than anyone. And to try to take something that he did out of love and out of joy, and try to turn it into something that it wasn't. Shame on y'all. Shame on you, Jeffree Star. Shame on you, Barb's. You'll never be what James is, because there's like a hatred inside of y'all. There's a deep-rooted hatred inside of you. There's a jealousy. There's an envy. And the sick, twisted part about it is, in Jeffree's mind and in Jeffree's heart, I'm sure he almost wishes that he would have thought of the idea first to be racist, to create something like that, in hopes of it offending a black person, because he hates black people. He's made that very clear over his time on the internet. And you can have your one token black friend and pretend like you are all of a sudden the fucking spokesperson for anti-racism, but you fool nobody, especially me. So shame on you, Jeffree. This is not the last time I'm going to speak about it. I am going to make a video about it, and I'm going to talk about it in my live this weekend, because I think that it's important to talk about. And for anybody who happened to scroll on by or to pop in today from James community, James community, don't bring it up to him, but just just love on him a little bit more than usual, because I'm telling you, people like him feel things on a intense level. I'm one of those people, and being called a racist and saying that he did something out of hatred and racism, he put on a smile and tried to act like it doesn't bother him. But I guarantee you, the moment that he signed off, it's all he could think about. It consumed him because it is so opposite of who he is and what he brings to this platform, that he was probably overthinking and over-evaluating. Where did I go wrong? How did I mess up? He's not even looking at it as these two are lying and making this up. He's looking at it as, where could I have done something better for this to not be the outcome? That is so sad. In a space where there are so many racists and so much racism happening, in a world where so much racism is happening, you took the one person who brings millions of people joy, hundreds of thousands, of people joy every single day, and does his best to spread light and love and positivity and give back. You took that person and you're trying your hardest to somehow break him. That is disgusting. You're disgusting. And I hope you know that, Jeffrey. I hope you know that you're disgusting. And nobody's going to forget that just a week ago, you made those disgusting comments about deportation centers and ICE. And nobody's going to forget that you voted for Donald Trump and you're pro-MAGA, and that you love to hate minorities, that it is something that you have consistently stood on. Thank you, Mama Gabby. Your entire career. From start to finish. You stand on it every step of the way. And you want to be the one to point the fucking finger at somebody. You're an embarrassment. You are embarrassing. I hope you know that. Ew. Hi, Sam. I can't with you. Hey, how's it going? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the compliments. It's a work in progress. The hair is a work in progress. We're getting there. We're getting there. We are getting there.
A skincare brand. I run and own part of Killer Merch, which is a massive...
Who is singing that song? You want the whole name of the song? It's Panic at the Disco, but the name of the song is... they used to have the craziest names. Hold on, I'm waiting for it to scroll across the screen.
I have...
Shut up. The only difference between... Oh, it stopped. What the fuck? Between martyrdom and is press coverage. What the fuck does that even mean? I'm going to cut mine into a wolf cut and go red or purple. Ooh, nice. It sounded so different. I thought it was someone else. Didn't sound like them at all. Oh, no, it's them. People engaging with that Jeffrey video now from before. When was that?
A makeup brand.
From May 1st. This is so funny. Them seeing it and being like, yes. And I'm just like, that is so old. Anyway, yeah. My heart goes out to James, and I hope that he knows that he did nothing wrong. I don't care what Barb and Jeffrey have to say about it. They can eat my ass for all I care. Oh, not just laughing. I just showed a video. I mean, we were W's in the chat for the promo. Fucking idiots. Clowns. The only difference between martyrdom and self-unaliving is press coverage. Yes. I'm screaming. Well, I'm not going to comment on her looks, but I am going to say that I agree with you. I think she tries to be a mean girl. I think she tries to mimic what Jeffree does. Yeah. I think that Jeffree is just vile. What's a skit? Why do you keep typing it? Barbs, I don't even care. Jeffree did so. They all follow suit. Yep. They all do. Everybody that follows him. Okay. Sorry, I was vaping. I need a haircut. And I need to get my hair color the right color that I wanted. Yeah. So, anyway, I hope James knows that he didn't do anything wrong. I think he does know that. Thank you. He'll come out on the right side of this. Alexa, volume down one. Sorry, it's a little loud for me. What else? What was the next topic? I'm so sorry. My mind is like, I'm so worked up about this James Neese situation that I just can't even like wrap my head around it. Fly, thank you. Yeah, so if you haven't been paying attention, my focus is a little bit on Fly, but it's also on Jack Doherty. Because I think Jack Doherty is also one of the most vile people on social media. I think that he takes advantage of and exploits really awful situations. Hi, Willow. How are you, beautiful? Not Baker acted. It's, what's it called? Marchman acted is what I'm being told. I don't know. I have not confirmed anything. I mean, where are y'all seeing that at? If somebody wants
Directness doesn't start with name calling.
Fly.
They want to Marchman act. What's me?
Let's see.
So, I know.
Hold on, let's start over.
They want to Marchman act me. So, I know how to. I know the laws, how to go about it.
Bad.
Guys, this is serious. Kayla went to my house trying to get fed. I didn't want to go. My king couldn't even get Harper. But my king could get Harper Yaya, so she didn't eat her thing or whatever. She got mad, so she took.
I don't think it's Baker acted. I think you're thinking of Marchman acted. So Marchman acted is, it's essentially like, it's an act that like allows like friends and family and healthcare physicians to petition the court to have somebody evaluated for like substance abuse. Yeah, that's what I was just watching. I was just watching him talk about that.
Of bags that are oldest and sent it to my mom. That my mom has an emotional attachment with me. She has an emotional attachment with me. She has an emotional attachment with me. My mom has an emotional attachment with me. You know what that means, right? You know what my mom told me when I was young? She said, come on, take your towel off. It's just not that big. I said, yes, it is. They want to Marchman Act me. So, I know...
Hi, Nicole. I'm well. How are you, my dear?
What's happening? I'm about to call him. What's happening?
My chat was working. On the back of his shirt just scared me.
No, I know, but look.
I'm not gonna lie, that's him all the time. That's his hair stuff.
But why is he dumping it all over the place?
You know why? Because he's not in his right state of mind. I'm not gonna lie. I was ignoring it, but my chat was saying that check Snapchat that he was tweaking. Yeah. Tell you to check it. This is a good one. He's doing it for attention. No, I don't think. I don't know.
He's not doing this. Well, he is, but he's not.
I think that he genuinely needs help, but like
he does need help.
Nobody doesn't want to get it. His mom needs to step in, or his brother needs to step in. Like those are the only people that could legally do something about it. And,
not
like,
true.
Have you heard of a Marchman Act? Yes, but I can't do that.
Why?
Kayla, he's
why can't you?
Airbrushing the wall.
What is he doing?
You said he's doing his hair. No, what? Hold on, that froze.
You want to eat?
What? I've never seen him act like this.
I mean, dude, check. We all like you know why though, right?
What is holding back the family, which you included, you, Red, and Jenny? What is holding y'all back from doing what you can legally? Huh?
I can't do anything.
That's Fly. He is like airbrushing something in the bathroom. Anyone, exactly, Nicole. Anyone can Marchman someone. Island Boy. Yeah, I'm on it right now. I'm about to oh wait, I guess I'm on the wrong one. Island Boy. Boys. Red.
Hey,
so I want to just say, well, let me watch this real quick and then I'll say it.
Yo, Sharice, it's not even funny, but no type of hate, I promise. Because I had a good time, I was happy, and it be the people that be the happiest that put on such.
When he's sitting in the car. Jesus Christ.
I think moving my girl, we just, been chill. Just wappy ass. Straight up.
Oh.
Alright, guys, so my brother got Marchman Acted. Me and my mom had to do it. When he got picked up, he didn't say nothing. He looked at my mom in the eyes. My mom said, you needed this. She had to do it. We had to do it because something bad was gonna happen to him. Die. And I didn't want to say it, but I know you guys saw it. You guys visioned it. I mean, you guys even called it beforehand. We did it at the perfect time, right place. This is why I've been quiet about it the whole time. I think it was perfect because when I went away for like a few days, you guys, when they locked me up, I was away for a few days. You guys, I was supposed to do it beforehand, and he was already knowing, so he was gonna be like on the go. So legally, it was perfect because he was sleeping. So they caught him. It's like catching him lacking. So we needed to get him at the right time. We all set this up in a pretty good coordinated way. He was sleeping. I even told the cop. Funny thing is, I actually know the cop. He goes, I told him, I know you, bro. You sound familiar on the phone. He goes, like, maybe. And I'm like, yeah, I know you. He goes, like, possibly. And I'm like, yeah. So he's a cool
Casey,
cop.
this is 51 minutes ago.
Either way, it doesn't matter what the cops are just there to pick him up and drop him off, to be honest. He's going to the assessment center. Once he goes to detox, he's going to light up like a Christmas tree on the test, the rug test. So they'll give him a bed. Either way, automatically they have to give him a bed. If he lights up like a Christmas tree, first, and second, he's Marchman acted. It's not like he just went in there voluntary. They most likely don't give you a bed because everybody wants to get a bed at a rehab. He's in good hands. It's literally like a hotel that keeps you, in good hands, not withdrawing or nothing. So this is what he needs. Weight gain is definitely going to happen because the food portion there is insane. The food is good. That I will say. So detox to you be good. You guys probably won't be hearing about him. He'll probably make a post if he has his phone in the assessment center for an hour. They let you hit the nig for maybe like an hour, and then after that, especially if it takes a long time to take his little test, and then after they take his phone away, the person's got to tank open. After they take his phone away, you're not gonna hear about him probably till he touches the rehab. So his detox.
Yeah, Aubrey. But I'm gonna I'm actually about to do that. Let me see. Right now, I'm gonna download the live from earlier.
Directness doesn't.
Let me go ahead and start that, and it'll be uploaded to my YouTube. That is linked in the Linktree link in my bio. Oh, well, I don't know where it is. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it again, just not right now because I just finished. But, and I'm going to be making a video about it later today in a little bit. Well, I guess I can't download it right now. It's not showing up in my live recordings. That's weird. I wonder why. Oh, wait, there it is.
Alexa, play.
Oh, not Alexa, play. I'm screaming. Okay, so that's downloading, and then once it's downloaded, it's like an hour and 10 minutes. I will upload it to YouTube.
To the rehab that I went to. So everything that I went through a couple years ago, he's going through. And this is not retaliation. You guys saw this was hard on me. This was hard on my mom. You guys saw exactly what he was going through. I think last night was one of the worst nights. The last 2 nights was one of his worst nights of him getting exploited and exposed. And I will no longer, as a twin brother, deal with this. I stayed in the back, quiet. I told you guys, I tried to give you guys codes, hints. Some people were smart enough to read in between the lines to look, listen, I'm glad you're getting him the help he needs. Some people are like, you're never going to help him, woo-da-woo. Hold on, guys. Some people were smart enough to read in between the lines to look, listen, I'm glad you're getting him the help he needs. Some people are like, you're never going to help him, woo-da-woo. Hold on, guys. Some people were smart. You're gonna let this happen. These people did not care about him. You remember when that dude check was like, where's his mother? Where's his brother? Oh, I thought so, buddy. Yeah, I want to be island boy. I thought so. Case
yeah, that's what I heard.
You're done. The basic girl, I don't think she was terrible.
He wasn't ready.
But I know she was an enabler. Stella, you're done. All these people that are just bad and just irk my stomach and make my stomach turn from enabling my own twin brother from the cut that we made, the brand that we made, is OV with. You'll come out clean, you'll come out sober, maybe you'll hate me for doing this. I remember when he did it to me, I was mad, but I promise you, it's either he learns from this, or it breaks, or I save his life, or it breaks. So I had to do it. I had to take matters into my own hand and save my own twin brother's life. And nobody was going to do it. I was going to do it. The system was failing him. Everything was failing him. You think I wanted to do this? No. You think this breaks my heart? He lost so much weight. I heard that he was tiptoeing around, trying to get handcuffed and stuff like that. I even cried to the lady when I was like, I got teary. I didn't cry exactly, but I got teary talking about my brother's pain and what he's going through. I'm his brother. I can feel it, what he's going through when Marchman acted. Actually, they were going to wait 2 weeks to Marchman acted, but since the third time I wrote, walking up, filling out the paper with my own mother, and Liv, of course, being a supportive role, and a beautiful girlfriend right next to us, helping us out. in a real way. What's it called? You know, I went up to the window
Me
third time,
too.
and my girl could, you know, she could tell you, she could advocate that I was literally up to the window tearing up, telling her like, this is my twin brother, showing a picture. She's like, you guys look.
I'll tell you in just a second.
Together. Like, he's lost right now. You know, this was a lot for me. So, you know,
And then she said, okay, I'm gonna make it an emergency.
she made it an emergency just because of the simple fact that, you know, we were worried. You know, we made things happen. They were worried too.
Thank you,
showed,
Ash.
you know, I showed it. I cried.
Appreciate you.
You can see the pain in my face, in my eyes, how dead serious I am. You guys know I'm very vain. I'm very straightforward with certain things. Not vain, but straightforward and stand up with it.
You guys always want to say, oh, Red's not going to do anything. Meanwhile, I'm watching him behind the scenes. Do everything he can do.
I've been a behind the scenes type of dude now.
I've been quiet about it. He's been quiet about it. So now you guys can stop.
Who's Red's girlfriend? I forget her name. Oh, thank you, Ash.
You guys think since I came out of rehab, I've been very mysterious. I found out, you know, the internet is a good place, but it's also a bad place, especially when you're making money on the internet. And what's it called? And digitally, it's amazing. It comes with pros and cons. Being famous, having clout, whatever, woo-woo, whatever. It's amazing, but your life is your life.
He's sober, you can tell.
And funny thing is, he's going to the same
That
place
makes
I
me
went
happy.
to, and he's gonna learn. It's either gonna break him or make him, and I think it would make him. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take time.
And I've cried like 2 times looking at Red within the pain and like his whole entire face. Like I can see.
Good morning.
You guys don't really.
I know that he was going through it for a while.
Didn't I cry 2 times? Right?
Yeah.
It's sad. So you guys should just be supportive and like thankful towards Frankie and his mom because it's not easy. It's not. It's sad.
Yeah. So yeah, it's very hard to, you know, have a family member like this, especially a twin brother. You guys seen how close me and my brother. You guys have edits, videos, seen how close we have crazy accomplishments together. I mean, we were super close to each other and stuff like that. Hopefully that would happen.
He doesn't have to be just because he's on probation. Take it from somebody who's been there. When an addict wants to be an addict, or when an addict is in active addiction, I'm going to say wants to be, they will act on it. So
I will be there for him.
Probation or not.
That being said, I'm there for him right now. I helped him out. I saved his life.
I'm about to tell you, MW. Give me a second. I'm trying to watch this until the end.
Like I told you guys, I took matters into my own hands. I just had to. You guys saw what happened.
Basically, he was MARCHMAN acted. If you want to know what that is, I'll tell you in a second, or you can look it up. But it is when a family member, a friend, or a healthcare physician petitions the court to have somebody brought in and evaluated. And it's not criminal, it's more civil. However, because he left the facility without being released, there is there's a notification put out to law enforcement to locate him and to bring him back. Because of that, because it is court ordered, he can be held in contempt. There can be, within like an hour. That's what they're saying. I don't know for sure. That's why I'm watching this. Hi, Mama Lou. How are you? That's why I'm watching this. That's what his brother is saying on his Snapchat story. 53 minutes ago. So I'm just watching that to get a feel for it, and then I was going to give my thoughts and opinion on the whole thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound like rude, MW. I like to get all the information and then say it. But that's all.
He was gonna go away on us, guys, and I'm not gonna let that happen. He's got a brother that loves him, he's got a brother that supports him, and I'm not gonna let that happen. I will fight for it, straight up. I'm not gonna let that happen, and the enablers are not gonna let that happen. You can show me what's up. I don't gotta say too much. I'm done with it. We can talk about it. You guys can swipe up if you guys want to know some more. I'm sure there's people that are happy about this. I'm sure people are gonna hate now, saying,
"No, you're welcome, bro."
Yeah, what about all the people that said I couldn't help him, I couldn't afford it, I couldn't do this and do that? Man,
Same.
Stop it. Listen, guys, this is a good thing. Let's take it for a good note. I saved someone's life, and that someone is my twin brother, and I had to take matters in my own hand, and it had to happen. This is good for him. He's gonna gain weight. He's gonna get clear-headed. He's gonna stop that foghead. He's gonna come back, psychosis, whatever it is. Everything's gonna be a-okay, and you guys gonna hear from me for sure. So I do want us to tell you guys that he did get picked up, and just check that off. I saved his life. My mom saved his life. It's like he just allowed it to get handcuffed. He lost so much weight. Like I said, he didn't fight it. He just took it with a grain of salt. Like, we thought that he was gonna take this very well. I knew the cop and everything. This was good. And guess what? They took him. He didn't fight it, and now he'll be going to detox and rehab. And I'm glad that. So guys, he literally left the place when they let him.
This was 21 minutes ago. I'm aware.
Illegally left, jumped the gate, Ubered, and went to his car while my mom was in the house, and literally left in the car and drove away. Yeah. So he illegally left a court-ordered MARCHMAN Act. What?
So, for those who are like just now coming in or don't really know what's going on, so Fly was Marchman Acted, which Marchman Acted is when like a parent or a friend or a healthcare position, like a doctor, petitions the court to have somebody evaluated for substance abuse when they have and on an involuntary basis when they have lost self-control and they like refuse to get help. So he was picked up this morning, and I think he was there maybe an hour, and he's already escaped. He jumped a fence, and I think he got an Uber is what his brother said. And so I want to say this. I want to preface with this. Oh, thank you, Christian. Hi, how are you? I don't like the Island Boys. I think that they are not great people, and I think they've used their platform to do a lot of gross things. However, whenever it comes to addiction, I always have a soft spot for people in addiction. Being someone who has gone through addiction most of my adult life, about almost 14 years in active addiction, and who's on a path of recovery and knows how hard it can be to stay on that path and to not have a lot of family support or just community. Luckily I had Josh who saved my life, quite literally. My heart breaks for Fly. My heart breaks for both of them because they're both struggling with addiction. Red seems to be doing well right now. But my heart breaks for Fly. Because addiction is it consumes you. It's all consuming. It takes control of you. It takes control of your mind, of your body, of your heart, of your emotions. It takes control of every aspect of your life. And until you are ready to get sober, you are going to fight it at every chance you possibly can. It doesn't matter how many people you have in your corner. It doesn't matter how many facilities you get sent to. I am currently on lucky number 14. Yes, I am in a intensive outpatient rehab right now because I relapsed a little while ago, and it was the best decision for me. I luckily have a team and plans in place, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and I'm lucky to have that. Not everybody does have that, and I think that people have used his addiction and the behavior from his addiction to monetize off of, to make fun of, to degrade him and belittle him. And for that, I say shame on you. Again, I don't love the two of them. I think that they've done a lot of nasty things themselves and used their platform for the wrong things, but I will never turn my back on somebody that's fighting addiction. And I'm so sad for him. I'm so sad for anybody dealing with that, but I'm so sad for him that because he has an online presence, that people are making a mockery of it and people are making a spectacle of it. And there's people like Jack Doherty and Stella and those folks who are exploiting him and using this situation as an opportunity to get views and money. I hope that Fly understands that no matter what, there are people who genuinely care about him, and that just one second. Yeah, I just think if you've never been in that situation, that it's easy to pass judgment and it's easy to make fun of and to sit in these live streams where people are streaming him at his absolute worst and to say like the most vile things about him, about his son, about the situation, and to not know what it's like to be in that situation. I'm not defending him as a person. I'm not defending him as any of the stuff that he's done online. Like I said, I don't think that him and his brother are the greatest people in the world. And I think that they've used their platform often for negative, but they're still people. And I think that they deserve love and they deserve help. And I hope that they get that help. There's a reason that I don't cover them often, and it's because I'm a little too close to the topic. It just breaks my heart when I'm scrolling my For You page and I'm constantly seeing people live stream him and shove cameras in his face and pump him full of the things that they're pumping him full of. And I'm not saying that he's not making those decisions. He has to take, responsibility for that, but he's not in a place to do that. He's not ready to do that. He's not in the mindset to do that. He hasn't hit rock bottom yet, unfortunately, which is why I think he left. He left that facility. What breaks me is that he is surrounded by people who have the money, the resources, who claim to care about him, who have done absolutely nothing to help him. It makes me happy to see his brother in that state. He looks healthy, he looks sober, and he looks like he's wanting to at least be helpful, which is nice. I don't know why it took so long. Like I have said before, I don't know why it had to get to this point. But at least him and his mom are trying to step in. And because he was Marchman acted, yeah, they will. So a notification was put out to law enforcement. And I'm not basing it off of anything I've seen. I'm basing it off of the law and what the act entails. Because it is a legal, there's legal grounding in it. So he could actually face legal repercussions. I don't think he will on his for the first time. They will find him. They will pick him back up. They will return him to a facility. He could be held in contempt. He could get extended treatment. He could get jail time. I don't think that that's the right decision. I don't think a judge would look at this situation and would think that that's what needed to be done. I imagine that because of personal experience and because of his situation, I would imagine that Fly is extremely scared. Just one second. Sorry. Yeah, it's a scary situation to be in. It's scary. You feel like you can't trust anybody. But the most important thing is he doesn't feel like he can trust himself, which is a really scary place to be at in life. And my heart just breaks for anybody in that situation, whether it's an influencer, whether it's, a celebrity, whether it's, Joe Schmo down the street. Addiction is one of the hardest things that anybody will ever go through in life. And it's one of the reasons I don't really cover them is because I think it's just a little too close to home. And because I don't like the way that people talk about addiction and specifically their addiction. I think that they were kind of thrusted into stardom, if you will, or the influencer stardom. And to have your life kind of evaluated and examined and picked apart under a microscope on a daily basis. And again, they chose this. I'm not providing any excuses. I'm simply saying it can be a lot, and especially when you struggle with addiction. And so I know that he's just in a really dark place and probably feels like nobody's on his side, even especially his mom and brother. Good. Oh, good. Why do I care?
Yeah. What?
No.
Oh, yeah, they did.
What?
No.
Guys, I found him. He ran away. Guess who found him? I did. I'm looking at him in that black car.
Hello. Yeah, they found him.
The cops got him. I found him. Look at him running away from help.
They're walking up to him. He's getting out the car.
I don't
Running
like
away
this
from
either,
help.
though.
Wait till the car sleep. I got you. Another cop. They got him. They got him. I found him. Found him. Running away from help, buddy.
But I get it. I think a part of me is emotional because I didn't have a sibling step in, and I actually have a sibling who roots against my sobriety and wants me to fail, which I know sounds crazy, but even my mods can tell you I have a sibling who wishes that I was not sober. And so it's just nice to see, even though I don't like necessarily that, I don't like whatever he was just doing. I think updating people would have been fine, but showing it and then saying whatever he was saying, but it's a hard situation to be in, all around. And not everybody knows how to act in those situations, and not everybody knows how to behave in those situations, and not everybody knows what the right thing is to do and to say. And so, you know, I think the important part is that Red is trying, and he's there, and he is not giving up. And he could have very, very easily said, okay, we did what we did. They picked him up. It's up to him now. And, you know, I think the fact that he is out looking for his brother, and, you know, again, there's no like handbook that they give people who are either struggling with addiction themselves or someone who loves someone that struggles with addiction. Excuse me one second. But if you've been through it, then you know exactly. Ew, what the fuck, bitch? Sorry. If you've dealt with it in any capacity, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is scary. It's so scary. I'm so glad that he's alive. And that he's gonna hopefully get the opportunity to turn it all around. That is my hope for him. That is my prayer for him. Hi, Don. Welcome. I would never wish addiction on anybody, even my worst enemy. I would especially never wish that on I don't even know what I was about to say. I just would never. Why do you think Fly is going through right now? I don't think I understand your question, Sakura. Oh, what do I think Fly is going through right now? I think he's going through panic. I think he sees this as his family turning against him. A lot of times we do see that when we're in active addiction, and I think that I think he sees this as an attack against him, and I don't think he thinks he needs help. He's in what I would call fight or flight, and we're seeing a lot of the flight part of it. He's quite literally running. It's not funny. It's just, it's sad. It breaks my heart that he doesn't think that he's worthy enough to be loved in such a way that someone would want to save his life. Right. Called you out, that part. And I've been there. I am there. every day is a fight to say no. It's a fight to remember what life was like when I was in the same place as him. And I, not to make this about me, but it's really scary. It's a really scary place to be. And my heart breaks for anybody in that situation. And I just ask God to bring peace over his mind and over his heart, and to give him some, at least a little bit of clarity, to where he can have some insight into what's really happening. And to we're talking about Fly and Red and him being Marchman acted. Yeah, I hope that for him. And I just hope that he knows that he's loved. Even though I don't really like the Island Boys. I don't like either of them. And I don't really know them, but I don't like what I've seen of them. But I'm all for a redemption arc. I'm all for somebody turning their life around. Marchman Acted is basically a legal avenue that like a friend, a family member, or a doctor can take to like petition the court to have somebody picked up and evaluated when they believe that like somebody has lost like self-control and they refuse to get help on a voluntary level. And so because he was Marchman Acted, when he escaped, law enforcement was notified, and then he can be picked up. It doesn't. No, it does. Eventually it can. It's different for everybody. Oh, weeks? No. He'll feel like that for a long time. You have to remember that when you're into a deep addiction, you're kind of like, it takes a long time to feel like people they don't have like ulterior motives. Right, Sam. So yeah, it's just chaotic all around. He will feel that way probably for a while. Hopefully once he goes through a detox and starts to rid his body and his mind, especially, right? Because that's the thing with the substances, is that they alter your state of mind. Correct, Alice. And so he's got to fight that. He's got to be, and he's the only one that can do it. Fly is the only one who can help himself in this situation. Like I said before, I was lucky enough to have Josh, who refused to give up on me and who loved me through the darkest times in life, and made sure that I did. Can a moderator remove that account? Made sure that I got help. And when I needed help again, he made sure I got help again. And when I needed help again, he made sure I got help again. And when I needed help again, he made sure that I got help again. And every time that I need him, he makes sure that he does it. He's the greatest person that I've ever known in my entire life. And I pray that Fly ends up getting that from somebody. If it's his brother, it's his brother. If it's his mom, it's his mom. If it's a friend, it's a friend, or whoever it is. I hope that he finds somebody that he can wholeheartedly trust, and not just think that he can trust, that he can actually trust. I'm proud of his brother for staying sober, and whether he's on probation or not, trust me, I used to use in the parking lot of probation and go inside, and he did. get Marchman Acted. I'm aware, Angela, that's what we're talking about. And then he left, and then he just got picked up. And he could leave again. Yeah, Angela, we know. Sorry, I don't mean to sound rude. That's just I've been talking. We already. Yep. Sorry, that sounds rude. I don't mean it to be rude. I don't know who you are. Stop requesting. Because you didn't know that, because you weren't in here, so I don't know why I would think that. Okay, good. I'm sometimes critical of myself because I know that I can come across as an ass. Yeah, Andy. It was put into place, I think, in 1992, 93. I think. Don't quote me. Oh, thank you, Gina. Yeah, it does seem like that. Sorry, I'm trying to pick my nose. Well, trying to get the boogies out. From crying. I'm a tit. I talk a big game on here sometimes, but I'm an extremely emotional person, and I feel things on a very deep level, especially when it comes to addiction. My heart breaks for them. My heart breaks for Fly. And I just hope that he knows that if there's ever a day where he feels like nobody cares, I care. I don't have to like you as a person. I don't have to like the things that you've said and done. I don't have to like the way that you treat women, I don't have to like any of that. I'm not here to pick apart your life. But I will say that if there ever is a day, and I know he doesn't know who I am, but if there ever comes a day where he feels like he has nobody to turn to and he needs help and he wants help or somebody to talk to, somebody to sit with, offline, no cameras, I will always be there for anyone, any single one of you, whether you're an influencer, whether you are a doctor, whether you are a lawyer, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a friend, whether you're a foe. I hate the way that we treat addicts, and a lot of times addicts stay in addiction and end up not here anymore or in really bad situations because of the way we treat them and the stigma around them. So I will always advocate for Fly in that regard, and any person on the internet that's dealing with addiction, because it's not easy and it's really, really hard. And I've just been exactly where he's been, and I just know that he's probably scared. So I'm going to pray. And if that's not for you, then you don't have to pray with me and you don't have to stay. But I think that we could use a little bit more prayer in this world. And I think that he especially, and his family especially, could use some prayer. So yeah, I'm going to pray really quick. Dear Heavenly Father, I just come to you and ask that you provide Fly with an overwhelming and consuming feeling of peace, of love, of unconditional love, of a love that he's never experienced in this life. Ask that you protect him in a really scary and dark place, and that you let yourself be known to him, and that you just remind him that if he has no one in this world, he always has you. I ask that you put him in a place where he is under the right care and is able to receive the right care in order to start to understand and deal with his addiction and traumas in life. And I just ask that you place that over his entire family. This is probably grounds that a lot of them are just navigating for the first time, and it's a really difficult one. This is going to be a bumpy road, and I just ask that you guide them on that road. It's in your beautiful name we pray. Amen. So, this is not the direction I thought my life would go in, or my live would go in this morning. Why am I always fucking crying on this app? One second. Oh, sorry. Man, oh man. I need some more water. Well, for those wondering what I'm doing, I'm just filling my cup up with water. So that's court. That's like a court situation, and I think it comes down to once they do the evaluation, then they decide. I can look into it really quickly. Give me a second. Oh, dang, I left my, whatchamacallit. Oh, thank you so much. Hold on, I left my lemons in there. I'm going to go grab them. Let me zoom in. Hi, Lola Bear. Section 8 closet is getting bougie. You know, may not have anything else in life, but I have this amazing Section 8 closet that has all of the things in it. So, you know. There. Okay. So, yeah. What was we talking about? Sorry I'm so emotional. I'm just, that whole situation just makes me sad. The whole thing. Yeah, it's awful.
This is what I heard, that they let him go. You know, he got found. They let him go. Obviously, that being said.
Oh.
Oh, hey. Yo.
They let him go. That doesn't even make sense.
Oh.
Okay, well, I'll wait for the next update. Yeah, they found him, but his brother's saying they let him go. But if he was actually Marchman acted, then they wouldn't let him go. I don't know. I'm gonna look into it. Oh, he's addicted to the clout, for sure. Which can be scary. No, but aren't they in Florida? That's a Florida law. Let me look it up. I think it's only in Florida, if I'm not mistaken. So it has to be. Yeah, the Marchman Act is only in Florida. Let me look it up. Yeah, the Marchman Act is only Florida. So, and it's like a law. It's not a, it's not, he doesn't have a choice, which is why I'm confused. Yeah, but so if there was a Marchman Act put in place, it wouldn't matter if he said it was for skits. There would be a judge that signed off on a court order. You see what I'm saying? So he could say all day long, this is a skit. They are stepping in. His mom and brother are the ones who did it. His brother was just posting from across the street. They are the ones who found him, and he was sitting there as the police had him. His brother was across the street. I don't like that they're doing that per se. I think that they could easily update people without, the way he's doing it. But again, I think it is, I'm sure there is, Brittany, and I can look into it. Or maybe not. There might be confidential because of what it pertains to. I have a person. Let me ask her real quick. I have a legal advisor on my... It's called the Marchman Act of Florida. Florida uses the Baker Act 72-hour hold. He wasn't Baker acted. He was Marchman acted. Correct. It is. I'm aware that it's civil. However, once a judge signs off on it, if you leave the facility involuntary, as if you what he did, he is in Florida. He was Marchman acted. They are in Florida. But anyway, sorry. I don't know why I'm getting defensive. But the point is that even though it's civil, because the judge signed off on it, he can actually face jail time. He can be held in contempt for leaving the facility early. I don't think that's the right decision, and I don't think that's what a judge would do. Correct, Manda. But I think that I don't think so. So did they let him go after he was picked up? That's what his brother just said. That was the last. Hold on, let me go back and see if he said anything else. Jesus. I wish there was a way. Is there a way? I don't use Snapchat like that. Is there a way to just go, he was Baker acted a few months ago? I don't know. I don't keep up with them like that. The only reason that I'm really invested right now is because I want him to get help. I'm not trying to what was he messed up on? Alyssa, we don't use that kind of language.
What? Up the gate.
Oh, I think he deleted the...
So he illegally left a court-ordered Marchman Act. What? So
he did.
This is what I heard, that they let him go. He got found. They let him go. Obviously, that being said,
he hasn't said anything since that. He did delete those posts of him like filming him from across the street. We have, Lola. I am in the process of downloading the live and uploading it to YouTube. Let me see if it's downloaded yet.
Things I did to piss off.
But I'm going to be talking about it again over this weekend, or over today and this weekend. But if you want to see that live, and we can always circle back. How long have I been on this stream? So I have been on this stream for about an hour and I have been on here for an hour and 22 minutes. But yeah, my YouTube is linked in my bio, or in the Linktree link, and I'm doing something now where I can start keeping them relatively short and uploading them. But if you don't want to check that out, you can circle back this weekend. We will be talking about the Jeffree, Barb's, James situation again, and I'll be making a video about it. Rachel, I'm starting to do that. I think it's a lot of things, Alyssa. I think he's under a lot. I think he's under a lot. My guess would be heavy amounts of Fent. This is a strawberry acai lemonade. I actually got coffee, but I always get like a cold drink. Again, Alyssa, I don't know. That's me simply saying what I think. Yeah, I'm sure he's on perks. I'm sure that sounds good. I'm sure there's a lot. That being said, you can make a decision as to what substance you want, but a lot of it is laced with other stuff. Trust me. I've had my heart stop a couple of different times. So yeah. Thanks, girly. I'm glad you're still here. Yeah, actually, for those who were asking about the James, Jeffree, Barb's situation, because we did cover it in the first live I did this morning. It just downloaded. So I'm going to upload that. Let me go ahead and do it. What I can do is, what is my Friday schedule? So we've got 10 a.m. coffee and cheese may, and then cheese may. It really is, Megan. It's so sad. Okay, and then we're supposed to do battles at 7. I don't know if we're still doing those. I've got to, I guess, talk to some people, some streamer friends. But I wouldn't want to talk about it during that. So why don't I do this? I'm going to upload the live from this morning. Oh, wait, I want to edit it. Hold on, because I don't. You can hear me in the beginning where, like, there's no music on. I'm like, Alexa. So she need to take a piece off of that. Hold on. But anyway, so why don't we could take a break. I need to film some content, like videos, and then I'll go ahead and download this live and get that one. I love you, Alyssa. Thank you for everything. Thank you for your donation on Venmo. I appreciate you. And then we can come back on, say, it's 12:33 p.m. my time. I'm Central. So maybe around 2. Hold on, let me come back on the screen. Maybe around 2 p.m. Central. So what is that? 12 Pacific, 3 Eastern. And we can talk about the James stuff again if we want to. I'm not going to stop talking about it because I think what they're doing to James is disgusting. If you watch my live back from this morning, you will you'll see that. I think actually we don't need any. Oh, let's go back. The volume down. Oh, not me yelling at Alexa. I think this is good. Save video. Okay, and then let me upload this. But let me do this while I'm on live with y'all so that it starts uploading. It's not super long. It's like an hour and 6 minutes is how long it says. So and then I'll download this live when I get off. So is 2 good? 2 p.m. Is that good? We'll come back on. We can talk about, maybe we'll have updates. Let me look at Red's thing one more time really quick while that's uploading. Is there a way on Snapchat to get through this a lot faster? Yeah, no, I saw that, but he cut off. Like, he didn't explain why. That's why I'm confused as to, like, if he was actually Marchman acted. If he was Marchman acted, they wouldn't have let him go. A Marchman act comes with a court order. So a judge signs off on it, and actually he can be held in contempt for fleeing. I don't think that would be the right decision. I think so what would happen is law enforcement would be notified, like they were. Law enforcement would pick him up. They would return him to the facility, and then it would go from there.
I knew the cop and everything. This was good. And guess what? They took
True,
him.
Rachel.
He didn't fight it, and now he'll be going to detail. So, guys, he literally left the place, jumped the gate. Yeah. So he illegally left a court-ordered Marchman Act. What? So this is what I heard, that they
He hasn't updated anything.
You know, he got found. They let him go. Obviously, that being said,
that's the end of his story. So, I hope so too, Mama Gabby. That's what he did. Delete those videos of him like across the street and shit. So. Like when the cops found him and stuff. Okay. So why is this not? James. What's the date? The 23rd. 23, 20. What year is it? 26. Yeah, I'm going to see too. I just messaged my person. Again, I just think that anybody watching, just have some grace. Addiction is a really scary thing. It is a really scary situation to be in. And just, yeah, that's all I can say about it, I guess. Let's see. Select. No, it's not made for kids. My thoughts on the store. Barbs and James. In this situation and why. Hashtags. Oops. Hashtag. Page. Hashtag. Oops. Drama. Okay. Go back and upload. Publish. Okay, my live from this morning, girl, because it feels like is uploading right now. It's the one where I talked about Jeffree Star, Barbs, and James. And then as soon as I get off this live, I'll be able to download it and upload it. And so those will both be up. And then I'm gonna say around 2:30 p.m. Central. So in about 2 hours from now, because I'm 12:30 p.m. Central. So that'll be 12:30 Pacific and 3:30 Eastern. I'm going to come back on. We can revisit the Jeffree Star, Barbs, and James situation. I'm going to look into it. The reason I'm taking a break is one, I need to take my dogs out, and I need to film content. And because that's just kind of the way that my schedule dictates. So, and I'm trying not to spend all day, every day, hours upon hours on live stream. So if you don't already follow, please drop your daily heart me's if you haven't already, or if you can in a little bit, that would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Thank you everyone who came, who was respectful, who engaged, and also just keep praying for Fly. This is a really, really pivotal moment in addiction. Regardless if you're an influencer with all the money and fame and whatever and the clout in the world, whether you're that or whether you are somebody who is, houseless and has no support, no family, no clout, no money. It is a really scary, dark time in addiction because addiction does not care about any of those things. I've seen it take some of the most wealthy people in this world. Yes, Dawn. So yeah, so 2:30 Central because I'm Central. So that would be 3:30 Eastern because y'all are an hour ahead, and then that would be 12:30 Pacific. Did I get that right? Yes, I got that right. So 12:30 Pacific, 2:30 Central, 3:30 Eastern. Around that. Don't. But I am gonna have one of my mods. Is Gretchen in here? She likes to get on my nerves. See you in a little bit, Brood. That live should be up in about 2 minutes. It has about 2 minutes left. So if you're wanting to see the live from this morning about the Jeffree, Barbs, and James situation, you can watch that, or you can check back in around 2:30 Pacific time, and we will discuss it again, because I certainly have opinions that I think need to be shared. And hopefully by then I'll have some new videos up. All right, I love y'all. Thank you guys for everything. And yeah, it's uploading right now. It says almost done. It just went from 2 minutes to almost done. It's about an hour-ish long, Mrs. Scorpios. All right, love y'all. See you on a bit.